Choose the right location for your compost pile. Select a shady, well-drained spot in your yard to start your compost pile. The area should be easily accessible, but not too close to your home, as compost can produce odors. Make sure the location allows for proper air circulation and drainage. Gather the right materials. Composting requires a mix of green and brown materials. Green materials, such as fruit scraps, vegetable peels, and grass clippings, provide nitrogen. Brown materials, like dried leaves, straw, and cardboard, supply carbon. Avoid adding meat, dairy, and oily foods to prevent attracting pests. Layer materials to start your pile. To begin your compost pile, start with a layer of brown materials for aeration, followed by green materials. Alternate these layers, aiming for a ratio of roughly 3 parts brown to 1 part green. This balance encourages proper decomposition and prevents unpleasant smells. Keep your compost moist. Your compost pile should be as moist as a damp sponge. Regularly check moisture levels and water the pile if it feels dry. Overly dry compost slows down decomposition, while soggy compost can become anaerobic, leading to foul odors and slower breakdown of materials. Turn the compost regularly. Aerating your compost by turning it regularly with a pitchfork or shovel helps speed up decomposition. Turning introduces oxygen into the pile, which is essential for aerobic microbes that break down the organic matter. Aim to turn your pile every 1 to 2 weeks. Monitor the temperature. Compost piles generate heat as materials break down. Ideally, your pile should reach temperatures between 135 degrees Fahrenheit and 160 degrees Fahrenheit to kill pathogens and weed seeds. If your pile isn't heating up, add more green materials and turn it frequently to increase airflow. Be patient. Composting takes time. Composting is a slow process that can take several months to a year, depending on the materials and conditions. Be patient and allow time for the organic matter to break down into rich, dark compost. Once the compost is crumbly and earthy smelling, it's ready to use. Use finished compost in your garden. Once your compost is ready, use it as a nutrient-rich soil amendment. Spread it in your garden beds, mix it into potting soil, or use it as a top dressing for plants. Compost improves soil structure, retains moisture, and provides essential nutrients to your plants. Troubleshooting common compost problems. If your compost pile smells bad or isn't breaking down, it may be too wet or lack proper aeration. Add more brown materials, such as leaves or paper, to absorb excess moisture, and turn the pile to increase airflow. If decomposition is slow, add more green materials. Conclusion: easy steps to sustainable gardening. Starting a compost pile is a simple, eco-friendly way to enrich your soil and reduce waste. By selecting the right location, maintaining a balanced mix of materials, and regularly turning the pile, you can create nutrient-rich compost to improve your garden's health and productivity.